Hey guys, how you doing? One of my previous videos, I mentioned that I was really busy, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting too many videos lately. Working in something uh, that will help me and my alliance, and probably will help you guys too. So one of the things that I like to do my alliance that I like to help my alliance with is with report of war. So basically, collect the data of how many points have we scored, how many points we're given, and then the efficiency of the team. So collecting all this data from the game was really tedious. And then I started developing, working on an app. This app basically will grab pictures that we take from the war. For example, we take pictures of the war, all the scores, and then we will, and then this app will change all the letters on the pictures into text, grab it, and make the make them into text, and then start collecting the data. So this will save me a lot of time doing this thing. Um, so just to give you a little bit of an example of what it does, I'm gonna run this app. Basically, is I will grab all the pictures from the war, and I will save it on a folder. I give it the name of the folder to the application, and I start grabbing all the files from this folder and start processing them. And then after we have 18 files over here, and after this process these files, we will get some results. Of course, the quality of the resolution on the transforming these pictures to text sometimes is a little um, uh, it's really complicated to try to find the right mask. So we have some a little issues with some of the digits that we find in here, and also some of the names. Sometimes they change an L for an I and things like that. So one of the things that I do is I provide the name of the alliance members to compare it to what was translated. For example, one alliance member is no money spent, and it was found something similar with this symbol over here, right? So check it against that, and I was replaced just with the last. And for example, this one over here, Dutch Billy. So so yeah, so that's what it does. You just make sure that change and replace and fix the names. That's not important. The more important relevant thing is the score. Sometimes it doesn't recognize a few numbers. For example, in this one over here, it's telling me that in image number 6, uh, entry number 4, casted against West. So let's see. Image number 6 is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 801. We have it 801 open over here. Let's see what it's doing. Entry number 4, 1, 3, 4. So Castro versus JJ. So that's close enough. So it's telling me that it translated as an N, but it's an 11. So it's just want me to check. So definitely I have the opportunity to check that. Now the same image, same name, this Castro is giving us a lot of problems. But anyway, so it's T and square brackets, number 6. So this one over here, which is a 0, right? So I get the opportunity to change, to check this, make sure that everything goes well, and then fix that. Again, well, I know that this one is a 0, 2, done it before. So it's 11, 11, and there you go. So you finish all the transforming all the information, and this is what we have. So A13, do we have that one open? Let's open that. This is the last pictures. One of the things that we also need to do, the last picture, is just to uh, edit a little bit that picture, because of course the last picture will contain some information from the previous picture that we don't want to have duplicated data and have a wrong results. So basically we're trying to erase that information, and then we'll see. So 6312, 6312, and what was received is 6480, 62, right? 64. So yeah, so you see all the data was extracted from the pictures, all the scores and everything was. One of the interesting things that we get over here is that we get two files. One of them is a log file, so everything that you see over here based on a log file to help with if you want to see what's going on debugging and things like that. So basically the same output what was changed, just to keep track, and at the end all the attacks and the scores, right? So, but the most important file that we get from this is definitely this file over here. I will show you this in a little bit. So if we go to the where that file was located, let me just really quick. So we go to person, and we go to here. So it creates a CSV file, which is contains all the information that we extracted from there, and then we figure out a few things. So let me just modify this a little bit so you can see what we got nicely. So basically, what I trying to figure out is all the flags used. We have all the flags used. So in the last war, we had 7 flags that were in use. We could have win the war if we used all these 6 or 7 flags, and but it didn't happen. Also, give us how many points each team gives, right? For a full kill. How many times that team was attacking and how many times that team was one flagged. So, for example, this team was attacked 8 times and was one flagged 1. At the end, just give us the team efficacy. So, how efficient was that team? This one ate a lot of flags, was 87%. So, which a good team that gave him a lot of trouble to the attacking team. So why this is important? Because it helped you to understand, okay, what this player did, sorry about that, on that team, and what helped and why this team was so um, efficient, and probably the rest of the lines can mimic that. So and for example, we have these teams with 0, right? So but you have to understand too, this team was attacked 4 times, right? So it wasn't attacked too many times. So probably this was a really, really strong team that not that many people went to attack it, and just the really strong members of the Lions went for it. And of course, every time that they went for it, they won flag it, right? So yeah, so something to look at it. So something to compare. Also give us take all the scores, how many points is each member is how many points each member scored in each attack, and how many points their defense gave per attack. And then we have an average of those, the total points scored minus the points given, an average. And of course, what you want to have is positive numbers over here, right? To see, okay, you team did pretty good. In my opinion, what I do is like whatever it is less than 100, minus 100, it's decent. And of course, if you have a positive number, or always all the teams have a positive number, is almost guaranteed that you're gonna win, if not really close. But that's how you win battles, right? You definitely guarantee that you're gonna win. You definitely just score more points than you given. So yeah, no question about it. Uh, and yeah, so you can do many things with this. So you can get the data that you alliance interested on. You can check what works and what doesn't work, what color of a tank, so things like that. Um, One of the things that uh, I'm working on, the second part of this thing that is work in progress right now, is, for example, make everything to appear on a window like this, right? So we can have a window, and for those that doesn't know or like to work with Excel, so some people are not comfortable doing. So everything just appears over here, so you can come and see it and see the names and the scores, and everything will be represented over here. And if you want to make some changes or adjustments, so you can do that. Other part of this is also is that when everything, instead of going directly to the code and making some changes, you just provide right the date over here. You check the tank color. Uh, what time color? If you go for random, no time. You don't pick a time color. We won't just pick the best theme. Or if you go for dark, you can for dark. You can pick the type of word to see what type, and everything will save on a database to help you to see which worked for you, what gave the best results. Um, so, and of course, this part over here, all the logs that you see on the bottom over here, and all the stuff will show up over here, so you don't have to go into this and this an app. And whatever changes will be submitted right here. Whatever, for example, the changes that we made in there will be submitted over there. So this is something to this is something that I was working on, and it's really um really taking a lot of my time, and I want to share with you guys to see what you think. If you have any ideas, so you think this will be something useful for your alliance, what your alliance do. I know the many alliance use and gather all the information to see what is working for the alliance and how they can improve. Um, and yeah, so I know that my alliance, we rely in some of this data, and we know if have to switch tanks for certain wars or things like that. Finally, you can this can be tweaked to do a lot of other things, right? To get, for example, Titan attacks and keep a records and see what worked and what didn't, and who is, alliance. I know some alliance try to like to keep a record of all that to see how they do. We don't do it on my alliance, but I mean some alliance do. Uh, so there is a lot of applications, but I'm really excited about what I was able to accomplish so far. And I'm wanna know, right? If you have any input, please uh, let me know. Write your comments and see what else, if you have other ideas or what else it will be a good have. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. And we'll see you in the next battle.